Alright, what is up, fanatics? We have a little bit of a controversial take today, and I think once I'm done explaining the title of this video and why I have that opinion, I think some of you will probably be like, well, that makes sense. Maybe you don't agree with it still, but I don't think it'll be as such a hot take as you're probably guessing it is, based on the title probably being something like why you shouldn't help others, help new players in Monster Hunter, or something along those lines. It's a little bit clickbaity, but it's also kind of true, and I want to talk about some of the reasons I have for that right here. First off, let's just get right into it. We're trying to hit, but before that, I'm not going to get into it because I'm a bitch. I want to hit 200 subs. We're grinding for it, guys. I really appreciate it if we can hit it soon. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Anyway, now we can get into it because I self-inserted myself like a little bitch. Anyway, the reason I don't think that helping new players is always the right thing to do, first off is, the new players really don't get to experience the monster to the full capacity. If you're coming in and you're just helping someone go through the fucking quest real quick and grind out and get to like the highest rank, master rank, or high rank, whatever you want to call it, you're probably just killing all the monsters really quick, and the new player really doesn't get to experience the dangers of the monster, probably won't see all the movesets of that particular monster that you're going through, and it just really sucks because each monster is so well made and has so many unique different abilities that, not a new player not being able to experience those kind of sucks. And I feel like, in my personal opinion, that every player should fight their first experience with a monster should be by themselves. It shouldn't be, okay, once we get past this cutscene, you can invite hunters to come help you. I think that most new players should experience a monster for the first time by themselves or with people with equal experience to them. But if you're like a brand new player with like 5 hours of game time, you're fighting a Wraithian for the first time, and then someone with 200 hours of game time hops in with you, that kind of sucks because they're just going to kill it in 5 fucking seconds, and you really don't get to experience the wonder of facing a new monster, and that's really just a shame to me. The next thing I want to say is that if you come in and just carry someone, they're going to think the game's really easy when it's actually not, and the reason that can be a problem is because they will never develop into better players because of it, and eventually, when they don't have your help, maybe you carried them, maybe they got all the best equipment, when they actually go and fight some of the toughest monsters, they're probably just going to get waxed. They're going to get destroyed and not really have a chance. It's because they never really developed their skills by fighting monsters in a difficulty incline that they should have, because you just carry them through all of them. So I think that's another reason why it's bad to help new players to a certain extent. Next is when you do help new players. Now this is why, if you're helping your friend just got the game and you want them to get into it, you want to help them get into it, and you want to play with them, don't smurf. Basically, don't use your best weapons and equipment, and don't flex. Be like, yeah, I killed 18 million Wraithloses to get the Ultra Dragon Shot 1 killer, guys, and then help them kill a fucking Great Jaggy with it, Don't do that. Use similar level weapons as that they would have. So if you're hunting a Royal Ludroth, maybe use a fucking, Royal Ludroth weapon, basic Royal Ludroth weapon. Don't use over-leveled weapons that do too much damage, because bragging and flexing your powerful weapons to your friends is cool and all, but it also kind of takes away the joy for your friend to try to experience that fight. It's just kind of unfair. Even, let's say the friend fought the monster for the first time by themselves and beat it, but now they want to grind it, and now you're just going to fucking carry them through it. That's kind of bullshit. They should have to work for it a little bit too. So try to use similar leveled weapons when you help out new people, is what I typically say. Yeah. And just quick progression is just kind of bullshit, because let's say you are just grinding a player through the monsters real quick. They probably will have bad weapons and bad armor, because you're just probably not going to want to fight the same monster 8 times if you're carrying them. Be like, hey, let's just keep going to stronger monster. And their skills won't develop, but they also probably won't get cool armor or weapons. They'll never experience a variety of armors and weapons, because they'll just use like one thing. They'll keep upgrading one thing because that's all they have time to do. They're not really going through their own experience, and I think that kind of fucks up your Monster Hunter experience overall. It makes the game less enjoyable. And finally, that's really all my points against why you shouldn't help new players in a certain way. But Monster Hunter is a multiplayer game, and it's best experienced playing multiplayer with friends. So I just want to make that clear here. I think playing Monster Hunter with your friends is perfectly fine and a good thing to do, but I don't think carrying them is okay. The problem, and the reason I'm making this video, is because, let's be honest, when you play with your friends and they're low level than you, you're helping them out, 99% of people just use their best equipment, or they use their standard equipment they normally use, and it really just fucks the game for that new player, I feel like. So that's why I want to make this video, just to talk about that. Because if you use your basic gear, or if you're just there to like provide support and not really fight with the monster too much, that really is a great experience for new players. And eventually when they do get to your level, hopefully through their own achievements, with maybe just a little bit of your help, then you guys can go full out together and have lots of fun. But I think just killing everything for your friend to get to the same level as you is kind of bullshit. And I don't think it's a good thing to help develop their skills or their enjoyment of the game. Because, you know, when I saw a fucking Devil Joe for the first time, I pissed myself, right? I was terrified, and it was something so intimidating to me. But then, you know, the next time I saw one, some naked player in Monster Hunter Tree, who probably hacked, if we're being honest, just came up and like 4-shot it. And now I'll forever see the Devil Joe as a monster that got 4-shot by some naked dude, you know? And it really just ruins the experience for new players. Because the first time they see an Anajath, they should be intimidated. It shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, this thing's scary, and then your homie's like, no, this thing's a bitch, and they use their like fucking 900 power weapons to take it out in like 5 minutes, you know? So that's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that because I don't think people should play multiplayer Monster Hunter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you're helping a new player out, keep in mind like what level weapons they have and like what kind of what experience they have. Don't just carry them through everything. Try to give them a good experience so they can enjoy the game to the fullest. And don't like handhold them. Don't be like, you should use this weapon, you should use this weapon. Like, giving recommendations is fine if they ask, but telling them exactly what they should be making and what's the best equipment for the best affinity, the most hacks ability in the game, I feel like that's not really something that you should do. Now, yeah, I think that's all I have for this video, guys. Hope a lot of you can see where I'm coming from. I'm not against playing with new players and helping new players, giving them advice, but I am against carrying new players. I think there's a very healthy difference between those two that most people can see, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because I think it's something that should be talked about in the Monster Hunter community, because I feel like it is a particular problem that makes it less fun for new players, because they just get fucking carried most of the time, you know? And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this video. If you disagree or agree, let me know. I just can't help but reiterate that I do think Monster Hunter should be played multiplayer with friends. I just don't think you should be carrying people, because that does hurt the experience. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Stay blessed. If you disagree, agree, let me know in the comments. If you think I'm an idiot, please be nicer to me. And have a good one.